finally we are reaching the point where the standalone network is much mature at a nationwide, which is important to give that reliable, practical end user use cases. So it's the maturity of the network, right? That's what is going to enable us to the next set of use cases.
We're here to talk about the silent revolution that's taking place a little bit behind the scenes. The revolution where differentiated connectivity is coming into play and changing the experience that we can experience from application. I'm here with Sat from Google Android, and we're going to talk a little bit about what you have been doing to enhancing applications. And you decided to start with calling and video calling. What led up to that decision?
Thank you so much for asking that question. And before I get into why calls and video calls, I want to set some context for the viewers here.
Yeah.
When we started this journey a couple of years before in building towards the differential connectivity and network slicing, we started off with how do we provide the mission critical services or the entire device getting that much better services with the 5G, right? And then we started to see what are the use cases that we should take it to the end user's perspective and also the app developers. And what better way to reach out to the end users than the OTT calls, which is the epicenter of everybody's life. When I make a call to my friends and families, that's where I use the OTT calls. Or when I take that important business call on my way to work, it's important to have a very crystal clear call. And we thought there is a user need where there is an enterprise need here. And that's the reason why we started off with the OTT calling on the differential connectivity.
And these kind of things could be applied for some other things as well. I'm thinking about gaming, I'm thinking about online collaboration, or perhaps even AI applications.
Yep.
What are you thinking there, and what do you see there?
Absolutely right. And we are super excited about the space where we want to start with the OTT calling and the video calling apps. And then we want to jump straight into either the way you started off the gaming apps or the streaming apps, and more importantly, real-time collaboration. And even more excited into this next era of AI, where it's not just the person-to-person communication. How are we going to set up the device as well as the network, preparing for that agentic era as well?
Yeah, and that's very much a journey where we've introduced SI, we introduced network slicing at scale, and also we're driving a lot of these implementation right now with 5G and 5G Advanced so that they're ready to 6G. What are the scaling challenges, if any, that you see on the journey here?
Great point. I think even for where we are with the OTT calling, it took us some time because finally we are reaching the point where the standalone network is much mature at a nationwide, which is important to give that reliable, practical end user use cases. So it's the maturity of the network, right? That's what is going to enable us to the next set of use cases.
As you can hear from this conversation, we have material for 45 minutes easily. What we wanted to get across to you is a little bit what's happening with the applications, what we can do to enhance them, and the role that the network and application platforms play. Thank you very much, Sat.
Thank you so much. Nice meeting you. Thank you.